Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and we give you the non-biased information you can use to hopefully capitalize on the biggest opportunity in history, and that is this bull run. Now in this video, we're going to dive into my 5 best picks throughout the bear market in 2023. And we're also going to talk about 3 picks that I think everyone should take a serious look at for 2024 and beyond, and it's still early. Now the reason I'm going to talk about my 5 best picks is just to make you aware of what I have brought to your attention, so you will hopefully do deeper dives when maybe I bring something to your attention that you don't agree with or you're not aware of. I want to encourage everyone to do their own research. But when I do these deep dives, I do my research for me, and whatever, good, bad, or ugly, I uncover, I share with my community. So anyway, follow along because you're going to learn a lot, way more than just about the projects that we talk about. You're going to kind of learn how to pick projects, when to take profits, and there's just a lot of stuff I want to bring to your attention in this video because it is so important that people understand what I want to share, and hopefully to help you capitalize on what's coming down the pipe, because it is an immense opportunity. And remember guys, if you don't take profits, you'll become the profits. Anyway, hit that like button. Let's get into it. Now my best pick thus far, which if everyone would have stacked, hey, you'd already had a great bull run, and that was Injective protocol. Now these are the 2 videos I made, one at the first of the year, and I made one in October when it was only at like $1.19, $1.20, somewhere in there. Guys, that's a 35x. Now, the reason you haven't heard me talk about Injective protocol all through the year is, I don't chase pumps, and I definitely try not to, get you to chase a pump. But look at this, guys. Here's when I was doing my videos back in here, right here and right here, and now it's done this. Now why would anyone start buying Injective? Now that being said, I believe it could do another 35x. So I don't want to talk anyone out of it, because I'm going to talk about Injective again in my video, talking about some of the predictions that I'm going to make for 2024. And that's worth subscribing to just to get my predictions, in my opinion. Because guys, I do deep dives every day. I'm full-time crypto, and I think I can help you capitalize on this opportunity, and I hope you'll be part of this community. Now, one thing I see in crypto, guys, is that influencers will promote the same projects over and over and over, and that's fine, but why are they doing that? Are they just too lazy to go find better projects? Because think about it, my second best pick was Singularity net. I talked about Singularity in October. AI didn't become a thing till about January. And even in my comments, people said, hey, there's not much of a use case. And heck, at that time, I kind of agreed, but I thought it was a great high risk reward project. Turned out to be, there's an immense amount of use cases, and that was one of my best picks. It did a 16x. But again, I'm not going to keep pumping Singularity net through this bull run. I own it, and I'm going to dollar cost average out, but there are more and more AI projects coming out that haven't pumped a 16x and haven't experienced a bull run. Those are the ones I want to bring to your attention. And be aware, guys, of anyone that keeps promoting the same projects and the same old narratives throughout this bull run, because in my opinion, you're just going to be exit liquidity. And we're going to talk more about that along the way. But again, guys, I brought Singularity Net to your attention in October of 2022, and again a couple of times early in the year, and it's done immensely well. Look how this thing ripped at the first of the year. I personally have no doubt that this thing's going to take out its old high, probably 2 to 3x above that. But would I jump in and buy it right now? I don't know. There's some other opportunities that I like better, because where I'm at now, guys, I'm not looking for 10x's. I'm looking for 15, 20, 25x's minimum. Now, Kajira, I brought that to everyone's attention, and I told people that it was a ISO 222 compliant token that no one was talking about, which it is and which it was. Well, since that video, it's done an 11x. Now think about something, guys, and I really say this with love. I made a video talking about how I owned all the banking tokens, because I fell for that banking reset narrative that all these influencers just pumped down my throat when I first got into crypto. Well, as I did more deep dives and started to understand more and more, I realized that narrative's BS. Now think about this. People didn't even acknowledge that Kajira was an ISO token, and that's not why it pumped. But my point about that is, guys, I got rid of all mine except Quant, Link, and HBAR, and I think they're going to have their day for sure. Now, all the banking tokens, ISO tokens, whatever you want to call it, are going to do well, but I'm not looking for well. But here's my point. These projects have already done, the ones I'm bringing to your attention now and we're talking about, have already done a 10 to 35x. You don't wait 2, 3, 4, 5 years in crypto, guys, for a hope and a prayer for these BS narratives. So I really want you to take that to heart, because these influencers don't have your best interest. They're going to keep telling you what you want to hear. They're going to keep telling you, $10,000 XRP. I love Quant. They're already calling for $1,000 Quant, which, hey, it could do it. But I'm not going to place that bet. They're also calling for $5, $10 HBAR. I'm not going to place that bet. It could happen. But here's the thing, guys. If those 3 projects hit those type numbers, wow. What do you think the projects that's never experienced a bull run like Caspa is going to do? They're going to absolutely rip, and they'll do way more than that. Now, I'm not hyping on or putting FUD on those tokens. I own them. I like those older projects. They're blue chips, but I want more. And I'm not telling anyone that has stacked them in the bear market to get rid of them at all. I want to make that clear. Now, my 4th pick was Tellor. Now, I really want to talk about this one. And this gets into tribalism. All right, check out this title. Chainlink Quant Tellor. Good, better, best. Read the comments. I just remember, I haven't looked back again, but I made that over 2 months ago. And people were talking about, I can't believe you would even compare Tellor to Chainlink and Quant, which I still own, and I think they are phenomenal projects. And guys, I did so many videos early. I probably did 15 videos on Chainlink. And the reason I personally didn't stack even more, which I wish I would have, was because I kept seeing partnership after partnership after partnership. Chainlink's the only ISO token that has a real relationship, real partnership with Swift. Now think about this, guys, and this is massive. If you own Chainlink, you're going to love it. Chainlink is the gateway for Swift right now. And you know how people talk about like XRP, XLM, and all those projects, how they're all ISO and they're going to dominate, Well, guys, when they attach to Swift, which they're going to get their share, again, not trying to FUD those projects, but if XRP is a rail going in Swift and out of Swift, say that's 2 transactions, Guess who just did 2 transactions? Link. Every time XRP does a transaction, Link's going to get a transaction. HBAR, Link's going to get a transaction. XLM, Link's going to get a transaction. Guys, that is a dominant project. That being said, as much as I love Link, Pyth came out, and I truly believe that from here out, Pyth will outperform Chainlink easily. Now, I'm not here for the tech or anything else. I'm here for the money. Pyth hasn't experienced a bull run, and it already has an immense amount of adoption and is already on the coattails of Chainlink. I think it will definitely outperform, and that's the point of this video. Now, my 5th was NeonEVM. Now, anyway, I'm sorry. That right there is the Tellor chart. But I do want to bring one more thing, and I'm glad I punched this up. This thing rallied to $535. But guys, it came all the way back to $200 pretty much in like 24 hours. And the reason that is important is because if you don't take your profits, you're going to become the profits. Look at this, guys. This is going to happen. This is a perfect example of what we're probably going to experience in this bull run. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that. So imagine this was the bull run. Imagine we're in 2025 and this is any project you own. You bought down here and it's done a 10x. And you're like, oh my God, it's going to 1,000. Because believe me, everyone's going to tell you it's going to 1,000 if it just pumped from, look at this pump right here, guys, from 100 to, it did a 5x less than a week. Think about that. So people aren't going to want to take their profits. But if you would have bought Tellor back when I made that video, and when it got to a 3x and a 4x, which is my rules, to at least take out my initial investment, you would have already bagged your money back and still be up to 2 or 3x, even though it's pulled back. And you'd have some profits to stack again if you chose to. So I want you to think about that, guys. I've never seen anything. I used to be a currency trader. I traded coffee, sugar, cocoa, the Swiss franc, you name it, I traded it. I thought the volatility was off the chart, and it was back then. Nothing like in crypto. Take your profits, guys. Now, here's another point about tribalism. Check out this video. Who outperforms in the next bull run? Kaspa and NeonEVM. Now, I've made like 4 videos comparing Kaspa to the new projects like Kaspa. And because of the tribalism, people tore those videos up. I did one of Celesta, Neon, Terra, and I can't even think of the NeonEVM, and one more I can't think of. Guess what, guys? I own Kaspa. I think it could lead the bull run. I love it. However, every one of those has outperformed Kaspa since I made those videos. And they're all brand new projects. And including Kaspa, they haven't experienced a bull run. Now here's the thing, guys. You know, because of the tribalism, people don't want to hear that. Oh, Kaspa's king, XRP's king, Doge is king. Well, guys, good luck. There's not a lot of wealthy tribal people out there. Don't be tribal. Open up your mind. You know, do your research, non-bias. And guys, research is not confirmation bias by going to find influencers that tell you what you want to hear. You know, I've had a lot of people try to take me to task on XRP because I'm aware that the banks do not buy XRP for cross-border payments, and they never will. They use Ripple's supply. Not bullish. And I've challenged anyone to bring me live on their show, or they can come on my show and prove me wrong. But that's the kind of point, guys, that, you know, people keep pushing those narratives and they're going to wreck you. And guys, it is important right now to get your game plan and get away from those influencers and this misinformation. Find a handful, 2, 3, 5 influencers that you trust. And there's probably only about 10 on YouTube. Now there's a lot more on Twitter, and there's some great developers out there that share that knowledge, like Virtual Bacon, and God, he's amazing. And I appreciate everything he brings to my attention personally. But anyway, the point I want to make, guys, is, if you're tribal and you got your head in the sand, you're going to miss phenomenal projects. And look, there's nothing wrong with owning Caspa. I own Caspa. I love Caspa. And I own NeonEVM. And I believe that both of them might go toe-to-toe. I don't know who's going to outperform. But I'm not going to just stack one horse. Now, that being said, guys, hopefully that's some good knowledge. Let's dive into the projects that I think are going to absolutely rip in this bull run. And for me, if someone, for instance, if I was just starting out today and wanted to build a portfolio with a small amount of money, these three projects, I believe, will outperform 95% of everyone's portfolio out there. I could be wrong, not financial advice, but that's the cool thing about being an influencer, guys. Everything's documented, just like me calling the 35X, and the bull run's just starting with Injective. Think about that, guys. People are waiting around for those banking tokens and XRP to change their life. It hasn't hit an all-time high in 7 years. Injective is exploding, and if I believe that's right, I haven't even paid attention to the chart, I think it's already made an all-time high already. Well, anyway, can't pull it up. All right, let's get back to it. Sorry about that. I get to rambling sometime. Bear with me. My number, well, these aren't really in order. I could say it's my number one pick, but I think this is an absolute no-brainer. I think the influencers are going to pick up on it as soon as they pay attention. Because, see, that's the way it works, guys. I try to bring you things that I'm buying before they explode. It doesn't get a lot of attention. And people go, oh, why would I buy this? Why would I buy that? And if it goes down, like INSP has done, people don't want to do it. Oh, that's a rug pull. It's a scam. Well, that's where conviction and research comes in. I've done my research. I believe in the project. I could be wrong. I will end up being wrong on some of these projects. But I don't think I'm wrong on INSP. So go to their website, inspec.xyz. And if you're not aware of what it is, that is the layer 2 that is going to scale X, right? You are going to be able to buy, sell, and do pretty much everything you need to do in crypto on this app, which is coming out maybe this month, which hopefully it will set this thing on fire. And, all the research that we do every day, we go to Coin Market Cap, Coin Telegraph. We have to bounce around, get all this different information. It's going to be in one place. It's going to allow influencers to have communities. You're going to be able to, buy stuff from, like you do on Uniswap, from one place. You're going to be able to just move a dashboard over from Ethereum to Solana to Avalanche to whatever. This thing is absolutely a phenomenal project. Go there, surf around. I'm not going to dive into it a whole lot more. But also go to their Twitter account, read up. But here's what I want to bring to your attention. See this button, guys? This is starting to be across the board on X. And there's another button called Community. And their roadmap is going to keep growing. And here's what I like the most. If this thing takes off, which I think it will, everyone's going to want to use it, and you gotta own the inspect token. All right, now if that wasn't enough, let's look at the chart. This chart is setting up to absolutely explode. Well, I thought that chart didn't look right. Hold on, bear with me, guys. Somehow I punched up the wrong chart. Check this out. Bear with me because it's worth sticking around for these picks, in my opinion. All right, that's the 1 hour, guys. Check this thing out. Now, this is a brand new project. It came out, and obviously some of the early investors made a ton of money, and they got out, and it started going down. Well, it started building this flag right here. I bought right here, and it looked like it was perfect setup. I really thought this thing was going to go to the moon, but it barely pumped. Now it's consolidating, and it finally took off again, but it's repeating. Now you could easily look at this chart and go, look, it pumped, it fell back, it pumped, it fell back. It did it a third time, it collapsed. Pump, fell back, pump, fell back. Some people would say it can collapse, and it can, and I hope it does. That's the difference between me and most people. I don't chase pumps, and when I have conviction in a project, I love putting on a position and it go against me. Because think about it, guys. If I want to buy this thing at 24 cents, I want to buy more at 20 cents and 15 cents. I hope this thing drops all the way down to here, because I'm going to just stack more and more and more. Now I'm going to do it two different ways. I'm going to stack a bag, and I'm going to swing trade a bag, which this was a swing trade, and this is, I'm about to put on another swing trade. I'm going to keep watching it. But anyway, guys, go look at Inspect. I really believe that it's going to be a sleeper, and everyone's going to be talking about it. Go to X and look around. Go to Binance and Gala and any crypto type project that's on X, and you're going to see that Inspect button. Guys, I think it's going to absolutely rip. Now, I've done multiple videos on SuperVerse. Elliot is part of Neo Tokyo, and you know, Neo Tokyo is the Alex Becker group. Now, I don't want to talk long because I made this video, and go watch any of these videos, guys. It's a wealth of information. But here's the thing about SuperVerse. There's a who's who in crypto gaming, and that's the Neo Tokyo group. You got to buy an NFT, which I think is $20,000 to $30,000 to be part of that group. They have a launch pad, and it's pretty much all developers and founders inside gaming. And Elliot is one of the leaders. He's the founder of SuperVerse. It was SuperFarm, now it's SuperVerse, because it's getting a upgrade, you know, and a new look and a new purpose. Now here's why I'm extremely bullish. And again, I'm stacking a swing trade bag for a big announcement that's going to come out in 2024, hopefully the first month. I'm going to cover that announcement, and then I'll leave my other bag. But here's the point. Elliot said that all those founders got together because, guys, they're not competitors. They don't look at it that way. They're the movers and shakers of Web3 gaming. We are crazy early. And Elliot did not tell us what his big announcement was and how he's changed SuperVerse. But what he said was, all these founders, we get together, we talk all the time, and we've realized there's some infrastructure needs that we should put in place for the pushing Web3 forward as a group. Well, he created that infrastructure with SuperVerse. Guys, I'm willing to take that bet. I think the risk reward is off the charts. Now, as much as I like SuperVerse, well, I'm sorry, another point. And when you look at the big picture, I think it's gonna take out that all-time high, guys. A lot of people go, oh, it's already pumped. Guys, that's nothing on the big picture. Now, if I could only pick one project, now I think this says something. If I had to place all my money, well, I wouldn't put all my money because I'm not gonna. Yeah, I would just throw it in Bitcoin, right? If I had to put everything into one, probably. But if I could only pick one altcoin that can really change the trajectory of my portfolio, it would be Delysium. Like, if anyone, in my opinion, not financial advice, if anyone only has, $1,000, $5,000 and they're really wanting to make some money, Delysium would be my choice. I have no doubt this thing is the real deal. The founders are already wealthy. They've already built a huge Web 2 company and sold it. They don't have to work. They got in it to change the future. And they have Lucy, which is an AI, bot or whatever she is, that is going to be like a personal assistant in the future when this thing, when they meet that roadmap, and I think they will, and Lucy goes live, just like I use Claude AI right now. You're going to be able to tell Lucy to put this money in this wallet, go buy this token, stake it over here, surf the web, find out where I can get the best API, and she'll move your money around, keep track of it, do everything for you. I can't wait for that to happen. You got gaming, metaverse, AI, you got everything in this project. Go take a look at Delysium. And guys, we are early. You may not have even heard of it. Very few influencers have been talking about it. I've been talking about it over a year. I was talking about the nodes before this thing even launched. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, this is a rug pull. Look, it launched, it pumped, and now it just keeps going down. I have no doubt that this is the real deal, and it's legit, and this thing could literally lead the bull run. I'm not saying it's going to be that powerful, but to talk about, a 25, 50, 100x with AGI Delysium, guys, I think it's a phenomenal bet. Anyway, do your research. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I just did a video on 50 of the top projects. I'll leave a link to that. Go through that list, guys. Here's what I'm focusing on, because I really want everyone to do well. And if you're just looking for a 10x, yeah, those old narratives might get you there. But look at Solana. Solana at $100 to do a 10x has got to go to 1,000 or above. Good luck with that, right? I only want to take the bets for the older projects to take out their all-time high and maybe a little bit more outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, Quant, and HBAR, right? I think they're going to easily take out their all-time high, especially Quant, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So, but, for me, once you start getting above the all-time high for any project, the risk explodes. I'm going to be out. And understand this, guys. There's going to be new projects launch all for the next 2 years. Every week. It's going to seem like every day. Like, it took me literally 3 months to put together that top 50 projects, because every time I found like my favorite 10 projects, there would be 10 more that were just as good. Just like the videos that I put compared to Caspa. There's like 5 or 6 projects that are competing, outperforming Caspa, which was leading the bull run or the bear market for almost a year. And it's going to do extremely well. I'm going to keep stacking Caspa. It's one of my favorite projects. It's the real deal. Now, when I say it's the real deal, it hasn't proved it. Doesn't have to, guys. This bull run is not about utility. Look, I own ICP. Great project. Phenomenal utility. It's not going to lead this bull run. It's not even going to be a top 100 performing project. I'll bet anybody, not any amount of money, but it's not. It's a great project. That's why I bought it. And it's already experienced a bull run. So if you're looking for a 10x or maybe a 15x, ICP probably is a decent bet. Like I said, I own it. But I'm going to cover early. And I'm going to get into the projects that are like ICP, that are like HBAR, that are like XRP, that are the new generation of those type projects that haven't experienced a bull run. So don't worry about covering, and that next thing you know, you go, oh wow, I covered a 10x token. Like, think about it, guys. I buy an HBAR at 4 and 5 cents. If I'm out at 60, 75, maybe hold some to $1, that's more than a 10x. Now I have that money on the side ready to, or I can swap it into a hotter project. Because as much as I like Link, as much as I like Quant, as much as I love HBAR, which honestly, if I had to hold one token outside of Bitcoin for the long term, 5-10 years, which I don't believe in, I go bull run to bull run, HBAR is one that I would probably hold. That being said, guys, what I want everyone to understand is take your profits or you'll become the profits. And if you get out early, which you will, you want to, right? We're not going to catch the bottom and we're not going to catch the top. We're all going to leave money on the table. Here's the question. If you're taking profits along the way, let's just say that I covered 85% of my HBAR, for example, at 75 cents. And it runs to 90. But you were holding out, hadn't sold any. You were holding out for minimum $1. Of course it's going to hit $1. But it doesn't. Hits 90 cents, 92 cents. And then it collapses back to 65. And most people go, oh, buy the dip, buy the dip. And you don't buy the dip, but you haven't sold any, then the next move is not up, it's down. Now it's sitting back at 40 cents. And now the reality that you missed that huge pump is going to set in. I don't want that to happen to anyone. I do one-on-one coaching. And guys, I can't tell you how many people come to me because they've experienced up to 3 bull runs and don't have anything to show for it, but they've made a ton of money. Their portfolio exploded, but they, fell for the FUD, and they got wrecked because these influencers, guys, are just going to keep telling you to come back and it's going higher. You'll be an idiot to sell. Just keep coming back to their channel. Keep listening to them. Guys, don't do it. Have a game plan. Now, that being said, if you need help with a game plan, guys, I'll work one-on-one. You get 3 phone calls or Zoom calls. It's only $250. That's going to disappear probably at the end of this month. I haven't decided yet. Either way, the price is going to go up. And, but if what we can do is we go through your portfolio. We talk about your risk reward. We get you a game plan. It's not financial advice. It's a game plan of how to compare projects to other projects. It's how to dollar cost average in, dollar cost average out. Get a game plan when to take your profits that's realistic. And then we get everything set up, hopefully, so that if you don't fall for the FUD, you don't fall for the FOMO. You just pull the trigger and work your game plan for this bull run. Anyway, guys, I'll leave a link. I'll pin my email, reach out, and I'll also leave the link down below. All right, I know I rambled on, but this is a wealth of information that I think everyone needs to hear. Because, guys, the more you know in crypto, the more you'll realize how much BS there is. I try to fight the misinformation. A lot of it is flat out lies. And if I say something, guys, challenge me, call me out. Which people always call me out. The haters do it every day. but they never come back with those facts that I hit them with, right? So if you're going to call me out, hey, win the debate and I'll do a video. I'm not here to be right. I'm here to be correct in my thinking. And again, guys, I do my research. For me, I share with my community. I started this channel because I want to onboard as many people as possible into crypto, because I've never seen anything like it. I bought my first foreign currency in like 89, 1990. I've been around a long time, and I have never, ever seen anything like it. I've flipped real estate, I've day traded, I've bought penny stocks, you name it. I've been around and I've done it and I've seen it. But there's nothing like this, guys. Nothing. And I don't want anyone to miss the biggest opportunity in history, because they get lied to and they believe the FOMO and they don't have a good game plan. All right, guys, if nothing else, hit that like button and let me know what you think in the comment section. But either way, come back and be part of this community, because 2024, guys, is going to get crazy in this election year. And one thing I do know for sure, and it's not financial advice, is in 2024, 2025, we're going to get rocked probably 7 times. So your wallet is going to explode, hopefully. All of our wallets are going to explode. Pretty much all these projects are going to do well. And then they're just going to get it handed to you. And it's going to hurt. And it's going to freak you out. A lot of people are going to cover. You're going to hear FOMO and FUD all through this time. We may go into a hard recession, or inflation may come back and these things catch fire. But then maybe we have another, corona, right? There's no telling. We could have a black swan. And if that happens, do you have a game plan? If we have a black swan tomorrow, which I would love, even though it would hurt my positions now, I got dry powder. And I know which projects I'm going to jump into. And that's where that conviction comes into, guys. And conviction shouldn't come from what I've told you or what anyone else told you. That confirmation bias is what's going to wreck you. Tribalism is going to wreck you. And you can take that to the bank. Come back to this channel if you're tribal. And if you have confirmation bias and you don't do your own research, come back to this channel at the end of 2 years. Tell me how you did. I'll be very shocked if any of you will come back and go, oh yeah, I bought XRP and it went to 10,000. You'll be lucky if it does a 10x from here. Extremely lucky. I'm not saying it can't do a 10x from here, but hasn't hit an all-time high in 7 years. And I'm not even going to dive into the SEC and all that. The point is, guys, there's better projects that a 10x is just going to be getting started. So I would focus on AI, gaming. GambleFi is probably going to be the ones that make the biggest gains. But now that one's a little risky, a little more real risk. So, I definitely wouldn't stack a lot into GambleFi, but AI, gaming, GambleFi is probably where you want to park your money. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Anyway, guys, I know I'm rambling on. Happy New Year. Guys, get your game plan going. Get ready, because the biggest opportunity in history has already started. And hopefully you got a game plan. Take care.